So people always wonder, like, why don't we just adopt?
Yeah, and why keep spending all this money on a chance to get pregnant when adoption's pretty much a sure thing? You know, you pay money.
Well, I think the problem, what the misconception is, you know, number one is we're okay with adopting. Actually, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too.
But the problem is this: the problem is that to adopt in the state that we're in, essentially, you know, all said and done is over $40,000, and you know,
or more. It could be more.
Or more, and we.
So it's actually, you know, more cost effective for us.
Yeah, it's cost effective. Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one is we don't have that kind of money, you know, and so when you go into like an adoption agency, the first thing you have to do is you have to get a house study done, right? A home study done, and a home study is already by itself, I think, $1,000 or more. You know, and it doesn't last forever, so you'll have to get another home study.
You have to renew it.
You have to renew it. Yeah, adoption is wonderful if you can afford it. We just can't afford it right now, and so because IVF is an option, and because we're candidates for IVF, because our age is right. I have sperm and she has egg, then because we're candidates for in vitro fertilization, the cost is about half of what it would cost to adopt a baby in our state. And so with that said, obviously there's no guarantees in it, but I would love to have a baby, with a biological baby with the looks as good as my wife's. And so
I was waiting for it.
And so I would love, essentially, I know for a couple things. Number one, if you adopt, you're doing it because you either want to adopt or you have no other option. And we have another option. And so
yeah, well, that's my plan. I've always told him that, you know, I want to continue to try, you know, the infertility route until we can't do it anymore.
Yeah, and there will be a time when we can't do it anymore. And if we don't get pregnant by then we'll just adopt. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't mean to minimize adoption. Adoption, I think, is an amazing thing. And I would adopt a baby tomorrow. If somebody knocked on my door and said, "Here, have this baby," I would do it in a heartbeat. Would you?
Yeah, of course.
In a heartbeat. But because everything is so expensive, and we're talking about being real, and we're talking about being honest, everything is so expensive that this is an option where I would love to have a baby that is us, that is part of us. And I would also, I know that Pipe wants to hold the baby, you know, in the womb, and I know that she wants to have a baby shower and be pregnant, and I know that she wants to, you know, do all of these things that come with the 9 months of preparation to have a baby. And so that stuff is taken away when you adopt because you're not there. You know, sometimes it can come at an instant, or you could wait up, you know, more than 2 years to get a baby. And so that all that stuff is very real when you're in this world of fertility issues. And so because that's the case, we have the opportunity through Dr. Trolice to have this baby, and that's what we're going to try to do. So I hope that explains it. Does that explain it? I think so. Yeah. I mean,
it's, you know, it's our choice whether, you know, we do IVF or not. It's my body, and if I want to continue to try it, I think you should be able to do what you want. If it makes you happy. No, but I mean, not people around us, but there are people that are, you know, shaming people for wanting to try IVF, and why don't you just adopt? And well, it's their choice. If they want to try it, just let them try it.
Well, let me say this. Adoption is very hard. You know, it's very hard to adopt a baby, and not because. And I'll say this. You know, a lot of being pregnant and having a baby is one of those things where most people, I think I can say most people, when they go to have a baby, it doesn't cost them anything. You know, it's probably fun. You know, for Pipe and I, having a baby doesn't involve sexual intercourse. It involves a lot of hard work, and it translates into hours of work, you know.
Hey,
Doc.
17.
17, that's great.
She did great.
That's awesome.
One ovary.
One ovary.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an overachiever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Procedure was great. Everything went fine. No bleeding. She did beautifully.
Okay, excellent.
So she's waking up, and they're going to bring her into recovery.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to see her within a few minutes.
That sounds great. Awesome.
Everything went perfect.
Thank you so much.
So we add your sperm today.
Mm-hmm.
We do the ICSI, and then we'll call you tomorrow with fertilization results.
Okay.
And then we allow the embryos to develop. I don't know exactly when the embryologist is going to freeze.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. I'll have him communicate with you. But given how many she has, this is significant. How many do we have this time?
20.
20? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're right around the
Right on
ballpark.
the same part.
Okay.
So that sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
We're praying for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll hang out for a while. Thanks, whatever
I mean,
he thinks.
you're the guy, so you don't get it as much as I do, but I get it all the time. Oh, you guys been married 9 years. When are you guys gonna have children? When are you guys gonna have kids? Oh, you guys should be, you know, trying as soon. If you don't have kids right away, you know, people look at you funny and. You know, well, we've been trying. Thank you, though. You want to come to my medical procedures and see how hard we're actually trying.
Yeah, we're trying really hard. I'll say this. I give us an A for effort.
Me too.
Because we've been trying for a really long time, and I don't want this to become our life story. That's
I'm ready for her to close this chapter.
Yeah, I would like to close this chapter. You know, because there's so many fun things you can do with a baby, and even if we decided, there are people out there that say, I don't want a baby. You know, I would like to just live my life and not have to worry about it and enjoy my life. And I think that that's a great idea too. You know, but I think that there is some value, personally, for Pipe and I, that we just want to have a baby. You know, we have a house, we have everything is kind of built up to a place where we're ready to have a baby. And so that is our goal. You know, and once we complete that goal, then we can move on to the other thing. So. I would like to, we've been stuck at this one thing for maybe 8 years, and I would like to move on to the next thing.
Move on to the next project.
Move on to the next project.
Yeah.
Think happy thoughts, trying to ignore them. Easy for me to say, right? You know? So what do you two have planned today after you leave here?
We're going to go to Disney.
Same thing.
Worse than a 2-week wait.
It's worse than a 2-week wait.
Waiting for the phone call. We're super duper nervous.
Yeah, Pipe's super duper nervous. I'm alright. I'm worried about
pressure a little bit.
I'm worried about my hair.
Your hair looks good.
I'm just kidding. So we'll see. We have a lot to think about. If obviously if this works, we have a lot of preparation to do. You know, we've been trying for so long to get pregnant. We don't know what to do with ourselves now. At this point,
it works.
If it works, well, it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, that's obviously.
I just checked my heart rate.
No,
because it was at 130.
It's a really beautiful day today. A great day for great news.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's my phone.
Get your phone. Okay, you ready?
No.
Hi, Mohamed.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, how are you?
We're nervous. How are you?
I'm good. Piper, are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, we're hoping. We're cautiously optimistic. What do you think?
Well, I know.
It's positive. Congratulations.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you so much.
I wish you were here. We're all giving you a big hug right now.
Oh, we're hugging you guys back.
It's a terrific level. It's we normally would see somewhere around 80 to 100 or more is when we feel comfortable, and it's 674.
Well, you know, I've always been an overachiever. So.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Michael, what we're going to do is just ask you to take and add one more estrogen patch.
Okay, great.
So you're taking 3, we'll go to 4. and then continue the progesterone injections, and we'll see you back in 2 days to repeat the hormone level of pregnancy, and based on its rise, that lets us know the health of the pregnancy, but it looks fantastic right now.
That's awesome. What was the number again, doctor?
674.
674. Okay. All right, that's great. Well, that sounds great. Thanks so much, doctor. We'll see you in 2 days then, right?
Absolutely. We'll see you in 2 days, and say hi to Minnie and Mickey.
All right, we will. We will. Thanks, doc.
So long, you guys.
All right, see you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. It's all 600. I have to worry about the number.
674.
Well, that was good news.
Good news.
Wow.
Right, that's awesome.
Wow.
You good?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
That's good. All right, well.
Okay. Now what?
Now what? I don't know.
do?
I don't know. I guess we go home.
That's it? That's it?
I guess that's it. Well,
Wow. Okay.
future baby. I guess I'm gonna say it.
We haven't got this far, so we don't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah, we don't know what to do with ourselves.
You wanna jump in there?
Yeah, I may jump in there and
Okay.
dip off, cool off. I don't know what dip off means.
I don't know either.
But anyway, all
What's
right.
the number again?
674.
Okay, I gotta write that down.
674. So the most important thing, obviously, is that that number is growing still. So because I think 674 is a great number. I think it's a high number, right, Pipey?
Yeah. I was just expecting to be like in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Like the, you know.
That's great. All right. Well,
All right.
let's call it a wrap.
Good job.
Good job.
Okay.
See ya.
We hope you enjoyed sharing in the journey of Mohamed and Piper toward their goal of building a family. One never knows the outcome of an in vitro fertilization cycle, and it certainly is no guarantee. Mohamed and Piper agreed to do this regardless of the outcome, as we did. We are delighted to be able to share with you their positive pregnancy test, and we pray for their continued health of baby as well as Piper during her pregnancy. In vitro fertilization is the most exciting technology available today to help couples build their family. Of course, everyone has their own story, and we were honored to be able to share the story of Mohamed and Piper with you. Thank you once again for your time and attention, and we look forward to future documentaries like this. Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you. Oh my gosh, it's a big day. Hey Mom, how are you, man? Good to see you. I'll give you a hug too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Absolutely good.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Want to take a look? How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Just a little tired.
Any nausea?
No.
No? Okay. That's all right. It's okay. So, we're going to take a look today. Mary's going to do the ultrasound. And so, at this point in the pregnancy, we should see an early embryo as well as heartbeat. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay. All right, so we have a nice gestational sac.
Here, that's the black there. I'm just going to zoom in.
Yep, we got heartbeat. Hot dog. It looks just like you guys.
The nose.
I hope not the nose. I'm going to go ahead and listen to the heartbeat here.
So I think everything's good.